Hi all, welcome back to the final whistle then for another stream on the channel. And Leicester City have appointed Marti Cifuentes as new manager, and Leicester City have taken quite a bit of time with this, haven't they, regarding appointing the new boss. But breaking news, he is now appointed his first team manager. We did talk about it as being head coach, but yeah, Marti Cifuentes is now Leicester City manager. And now, hopefully, the business will now get rolling with Leicester City now regarding the transfer window and that. And, yeah, we're going to read the statement very soon. Dawn, how are we? Hope you're well. Partick Edits, how are we? New manager. Hypo, mate. Bloody hell. We need to bloody do something. Let's be fair. Are you happy with this appointment? I am, yeah. I am happy. Finally... just as I was writing that comment on yesterday's stream, well, the Marti party is starting at Leicester City. It is. The Marti party is very much underway at Leicester City Football Club. Get your martinis out, Leicester fans. Come on, we're going to have a martini. He's holding a scarf, not the new top. Well, it is what it is. Whichever what he's holding, mate, good on him. Sean, how are we, mate? Hope you well. The Marti Cifuentes Blue Army. Craig, how are we, mate? We are going up. So we are going up, mate. I bloody hope so. Panic over, mate. The panic stations were on. It was all about the legal side of things over the weekend. They couldn't get his... what was he holding? He was holding his... Was it the visa problem? But now the Marti party's real. Let's go. Chavi Calm too. Yeah. Dave, how are we, mate? Hope you're well. Yeah, welcome to the channel, everyone. If you just joined in, welcome to Leicester City, Marti Cifuentes. Premier League, hopefully next season. We'll be sacked. No, we're not talking about that. And yeah, a new manager then, new ideas, hopefully. And hopefully now we can really get going regarding all the stuff regarding transfers and that, you know. Obviously, the boys do go to Austria tomorrow. And hopefully we can really get it done. But it's going to be an interesting camp now to see how he actually... Well, he's got 3 weeks, I need to get everything sorted ahead of the new season. Obviously, he's the replacement now to Ruud van Nistelrooy. And yeah, welcome to Leicester City, Marti Cifuentes. Jack looks like, well, he must have been at Seagrave on Saturday. No, he wasn't there. Yo, subscribe to this goat. Appreciate it, mate. Let's back the hell out of new manager. Let's go. Yeah, big up. Will the new shirt follow? I hope so. I'm hoping the actual new shirt follows. I have seen a few leaks, a few speculation. And yeah, what's everyone's thoughts on the new shirts as well? The home, the away shirt's been leaked. The 2 goalkeeper shirts today. Marti party incoming. Let's bloody hope so. Hopefully they are having a Marti party on Filbert Way. Let's be fair. I'm off into Zeta town for celebrations, cocktails or 2 lot. Well, enjoy. I'm happy with this appointment. Did a good job at QPR. The thing is, he did well with what he had at QPR. He was very much had to be pragmatic. He had to learn a lot more about himself as a manager, as a coach. And, you know, he's obviously got a lot more quality at Leicester City to... Welcome to Leicester City, the new manager. About time. Is the shirt with K-Bet on it? Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's I think it's an Asia betting company, I believe. It's something that's probably banned in the UK, not in bloody Leicester. Coach after the game gave it away a bit with what they said. I hope Bilal will want to stay under Marti. Do you know what? Big up to Marti, by the way, because he paid his compensation. 250 grand of it, by the way. That's commitment at its finest. And big respect to Marti Cifuentes in doing that, because not many managers would. Let's be fair. I don't know much about him, but can't be worse than rude. I have no idea. Well, he does play a 4-2-3-1. He also can play a 4-3-3. He has a good philosophy, the way he's come through the the Johan Cruyff Academy at Ajax. He's very much a youth development type of coach. And he gets the best out of what he's got. I think he can do that at Leicester very well. He's a possession-based manager, but he likes to have the turnover quite quickly, to be fair. He can switch it up. He's got a plan A and plan B. And I think he'll do decent. Firstly, he has probably spent the last 5 days looking at the club from within, and now we'll see ins and outs. Exactly. Planet Earth, mate, I think he's definitely had a good look. He could be at the training ground, looking at the training sessions and that, thinking, this plays for me. Not quite the other one, but we'll see. We need a decent striker now, exactly. You think we will even win the Premier League again? I mean, in football, you never say never. Did we expect to win it last time? Probably no one expected us to do it at the start of the season, to be fair, but we did, and we deserved it. Is he data driven? He is. He is very much data driven. He's a hungry coach. He's got a high ceiling. He's 43 years old. He's still learning the game. He's a Catalanian, and that guy will enjoy a martini every now and then. Let's be fair, but yeah, I think we've got a good manager, a good prospect. I think he can get the very best out of this team. I think he's got a good squad to work with. He's got young players who he can develop quite well. Jeremy Monga, Jake Evans, Ben Nelson, Abdul Fatawu. Who else have we got? Louis Page, Jadon Joseph. He can work with all them. Let's be fair. This guy's come in knowing what the situation is, and big up to anyone who bloody takes on the job at Leicester City in a minute in the position we're in. Let's be fair. But the commitment is he paid part of the compensation, by the way. He didn't have to. He could have said, you know what? I'm not doing that. You pay it or I'm not coming. But he did. Silly having another betting sponsor, but the youngsters are playing shirts again. Yeah. Top 6, here we come. I'd say so. I'd be very much happy with top 6 this season. If we're going in the playoffs, mate, fantastic. It brings in a lot of money for the club. What do you think Xavi Khan will bring? He'll bring calm. He's calm and collective, I heard. Xavi Khan. He's very much a defensive type of coach. So obviously Leicester City need to develop more on the defensive side of the game. Let's be fair. And yeah, I think it's something that let me just write this post. I'm going to welcome Marti Cifuentes to Leicester City. Let me just write this X post. I haven't put it out yet. If anyone can go and give it a like, fantastic. So hopefully he'll be good. King Power looks better on the shirt, Judge. I agree, yeah. I think that's something that we could have gone for. We could have even gone for Walker's Crisp, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It works in all different ways, doesn't it, in what you want, how you want it. And he paid his own wages to be here at Leicester. That's when you know he really wants to be here. Big up Marti Cifuentes, yeah. Marti Derby, when we play QPR, that feels it rhymes, it does. Like I said, his assistant coach is calm and collective. Hopefully he puts Andy King in that coaching staff. Now, I know Andy King's going away with Leicester City in that pre-season trip to Austria, so hopefully he can actually go and do it, to be honest. And Andy King, I think, would flourish under Cifuentes. Marty will enjoy working with our quality players, with those with and without experience, to blend the successful. This is it. I agree. What did you think of the Chelsea win? Well, congratulations, Dewsbury Hall and Enzo Maresca. I'm really excited for the season under Marti Cifuentes. Do you know what? This has took its time. Leicester City have actually gone and took their time with this appointment. I know it's been frustrating and everyone's had a moan. When is this going to happen? When's this? When's that? it's finally done. At least we've not panicked like bloody going from Graham Potter to Steve Cooper. Do you know what I'm saying? We've actually thought about it. This could have been talks way when Ruth got sacked. We could have been speaking to him then, but things take time, legal proceedings and all that, you know, with compensation and all that, and talks do take time. No panic, no more. Exactly. Panic station's over. It's never boring. It ain't. That's the roller coaster at Leicester City, though, isn't it, Party? Let's be fair, mate. It's never boring supporting Leicester City. There's always something that's happening, and it's a roller coaster which we get on every season when we pay our season tickets and that. I like the way you're talking, Jack. Dave, I'd like the way you're talking when you're not abusing the linesmen every now and then, every game. But hey, we can't have it our own way, can we? But it is what it is. I think he'll bring positivity. He can work with what he's got, this guy. He didn't really have a lot to spend at QPR. He had to go in, change everything at QPR, the whole landscape of it. You know, it looked like a very much sinking ship. They were bottom of the championship, and he had to go in there and really develop, get his stamp on things quite quickly from the mess that Gareth Ainsworth produced at QPR. He had to tighten up the defence because they were shipping goals like no one's business, Queen's Park Rangers. Elias Chair was very good with Cifuentes. He does play inverted fullback, so you might see Ricardo going to more of a midfield role like he did with Enzo. He's very much Enzo-esque. When he was a season ticket holder at Barcelona, and this is believing what I was reading, this guy started watching Barcelona when Johan Cruyff was manager of Barcelona, and Johan Cruyff, phenomenal player, one of the footballing greats. You know, when you talk about Johan Cruyff, you sit and listen. Do you get what I'm saying? He's took bits of what Johan Cruyff did at Barcelona into his own coaching game. Everywhere he's been, Bromby, BOB, and other teams he's been to, like QPR, he's took everything, little bits out of there to help him progress in his coaching career. And this is what I think he'll offer more at Leicester. He's learnt a lot about himself, and I think he'll develop more he's the manager, isn't he? We thought he was going to be head coach, but what do I know? Do you know what formation he normally plays? Well, he's more of a 4-2-3-1 type of character, Cifuentes. He did it at QPR. You've seen inverted fullbacks go more into midfield, and then Elias Chair went from a centre-back attacking midfielder on to the wing at some time, and then he sometimes could play a 4-4-2, potentially 4-3-3. I think 4-3-3 is more of his ideal sort of position, which 4-2-3-1 is not bad either, but got us promoted before without being our manager. He did. And well, when they beat Leeds QPR, but the Marti party, yeah. Let's hope the interview is soon. Well, they will be doing it, won't they? They'll get that out. Do Leicester City see Cifuentes as another Enzo Maresca? They do. When I was talking to Rob Tanner about Leicester, and he said Top wants a manager who is young, cheap and available, someone who's very much an Enzo Maresca-esque. That's what Top wanted. Rudkin had other ideas, Sean Dyche, bloody Chris Wilder, that type of manager. Top is come into this, he's got what he wanted in another Enzo Maresca-esque, because that's what Cifuentes is. He's also our first Spanish manager, by the way, for anyone that wants to know that type of thing. But when will Leicester City learn their fate in possible points deduction? I'm not even sure, mate. I think right now I couldn't give a toss, Michael. To be fair, I think we'll deal with it when it comes. Let's be fair. Let's just enjoy. We've actually got a manager through the door. We'll talk about points deduction and that whenever it happens at this minute, mate. But what is your initial thoughts on the manager, Michael? The thing is, we shouldn't have got too hyped with this. It sounds good, but that's the exact same as Van Nistelrooy. He did awful, so I think we had to give it time before we... That's the thing. We've got to back him. We have to back him from the off. Let's be fair. Cifuentes needs to be backed. He does, fundamentally. Now our job is to back him, and that means every single one of us. We have to get behind him and the team from the start. The cycle of negativity has to end now. Exactly. And do you know what? Do you know what I will say? He's very good at building that relationship with the fans. He did it at QPR. He built that relationship with the fans. They looked really annoyed, frustrated, and just couldn't be asked. They very much hated the way Gareth Ainsworth had gone about things at QPR. Didn't develop end well, and it ended sour. Let's be fair. He had to pick that up again. He had to go again. And this is what he does. People talked about Danny Rowe. They've both been in the same situation. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday's in far worse the situation, but QPR, they're both sort of in the same boat, aren't they, in what they've done at either club. Marti Cifuentes might actually be better than Enzo. Didn't come top one, Ruud van Nistelrooy. He did. I believe Rookie wanted Cooper, which is no bloody... the thing is, when we were never proactive, or we were just reactive. It just doesn't make sense. I really thought Rowe or Wilder would get the job as long as they're being touted as a favourite. The thing is with this one, though, I will say, Michael, the thing is with this one, I hope they've got a contingency plan. I hope they've got a short list of managers they can line up for when Cifuentes leaves in, say, I don't know, 2 years' time. Teams always come fishing for managers. And if he's doing a fantastic job, of course, he's going to get poached, isn't he? Let's be fair. Enzo did. And that showed what an extraordinary job he were doing. So hopefully we've got a contingency plan going forward. So whenever Cifuentes does leave Leicester City, we've got the next one lined up who can play the same way. So the team know what the plan is going forward and stuff like that. So that's what I'm hoping. The Foxes, another goated stream. Have a good week up the city. No, I appreciate it, mate. What sort of financial backing will Cifuentes be given financial wise? I don't think we'll spend a lot. Do you really think that we need to spend a lot in this transfer window? I would say no, because if we can bring the youth through, like Umongers and players like that, and then we can keep the core of the squad from last season. I mean, even if we can keep Bilal El-Khanous, fantastic, by the way. If Cifuentes can go and have a chat with him and say, Bilal, you'll be the main man. This is what I want from you next season. Give it one season at Leicester, and then we'll see from there. And if he can do that, fantastic. We need a striker. The striking option is what we need ahead of the next season. Let's be fair. I'm absolutely buzzing with Marti. Exactly. Do you know what? I'm all for it. Hopefully, Marti can bring in a Spanish or Brazilian striker. Maybe we'll look at South America and see what they can bring. People said, yeah, but we got Tete. Yeah, but that was from the Turkish league. That's not physically from bloody South America, is it? All right, Jack, not my choice, but let's get behind him and the team. We need a new striker up the city. Exactly. Up the city. Let's be fair. Can't believe Enzo got 2 trophies with Chelsea. Enzo's learning. Michael, there's absolutely not much to spend, so players leaving is needed, but only those who's good at this level. Exactly. Leicester City apparently need to sell before we buy. If Conor Cody wants to leave, mate, let him go. I've seen the Daily Record reports today that maybe he wants to push that move through to Rangers this week. If that's the case, see you later, mate. We'll take the money and run. Bye-bye. Get the wages gone. You know what I mean? Probably be sell before we buy. I agree, Sean. I agree very much, mate, to be honest. Big up, Sean, if you just joined us, mate. Hey, Jack, how are you? I'm good, Renee. How are you? Our fans are so negative. I'm positive with this one. I will back him 100%, you know. I'll give him a chance. I have every other manager, to be fair. Some say, why did you back Steve Cooper? I did until I couldn't. So, Caden Parksworth, we sell one of our left backs. Yeah, there's been a lot of players linked with Leicester, haven't they? Max Lowe, Harry Toffolo. Someone said about bloody Oxlade-Chamberlain today on a free, but that's going to cost hefty wages, man. That guy's injured more times than he's on the pitch, and that's going to cost a lot of money. Get Ndidi out too. Yeah, it's one that's sellable in it, let's be fair. But let's have a look at what Leicester City have come out with then on their page. We are going to see what Marti Cifuentes has had to say regarding Leicester City. So, Marti Cifuentes appointed as manager. There he is, looking good with... do you know what? That guy looks like he's got aura. He really looks like he's got some aura about him, Marti Cifuentes. We are delighted to announce the appointment of Marti Cifuentes as new Leicester City Football Club first team manager, effective immediately. Marti Cifuentes, named Leicester manager, 43 years old, signed a 3-year deal. He has coached in Spain, the Netherlands, and Scandinavia. His most recent experience was with QPR. The 43-year-old will join us on a 3-year deal, bringing a modern, progressive footballing philosophy to football. Well, that's what I like to see. Something what's going to get us off our seat. Along with rich experience across a number of European leagues, Marti will be joined by assistant manager Xavi Khan, who worked alongside of him in his previous role at QPR. Top says, we are delighted to welcome Marti to Leicester City. His energy, ambition and clarity over ideas stood out through the recruitment process. We felt strongly that bringing him to the club would help us create the success we all want in the years ahead. Marti is an excellent fit for the football club. His personal and coaching qualities will be vital to building an identity our fans will be able to see reflected in their team on the pitch. Marti Cifuentes has spoken then. It's a great honour to be appointed Leicester City manager. It's a fantastic club with a proud history, and it's a privilege for me to ask to help write the next chapter. I'm looking forward to getting to know the players as well as connecting with our supporters and the city in the weeks and months ahead. I can see the passion that exists here, and I'm really excited to begin the journey. He arrived following an impressive spell at QPR, where he took in October 2023, guiding the London club side from Championship relegation zone to an 18th place finish with 5 wins in the final 8 games of the season, improving on that again last term. Prior to moving to England, the Catalonian-born enjoyed success with Hammarby in Sweden, leading them to a Swedish Cup final in European qualifications. Sandefjord in Norway, where he was credited for transforming the style and the performance. His coaching journey also includes experience in Spain, Netherlands, Denmark, and in the UK, contributing to diverse tactics and coaching background that helps add to his growth reputation within the game. Marti will begin and work immediately as preparations for the season opener at home against Sheffield Wednesday on Sunday, the 10th of August, 4:30 kickoff. So, fantastic. That's what I like to read. A progressive style of football, you know. That's what I'm saying. What's the goalkeeping situation, mate? Is Hermanson going? Is Vlasic in there? Sorry if I butchered the spelling. Mate, honestly, you've not butchered the spelling. I will read it. I understand it. Mads will only be... He's going to be sold if teams actually come in for him, if I'm quite honest, mate. If no team comes in for him, we keep him. He is a very good sellable asset. He is one of our sellable assets. And, yeah. What would you rate the appointment at Marti? Do you know what? I like his aura. I mean, I spoke about bloody Van Nistelrooy's aura, where his bloody dance moves and the way he's dressed. But it's not all about dress sense. It's what you do as a manager and a coach that matters, you know, what you can get out the side. I want to rate the style of football and see what can happen. But I tell you what, we'll give it a 9.99 out of 10, a little 0.01%. We'll see. This season, is my opinion, is about getting behind the club. Exactly. It's about a rebuild. It's about getting where we want to be as a football club. We've got a real challenging season on our hands regarding the situation we're in, and you know we want to show fight. Why is that never a statement from? Well, I don't know, mate. I don't think I could care less, to be fair. Jack, what segment will you introduce in your vlogs if you're no longer doing the food reviews on the road anymore? I'm not sure. I really am not sure. I think the away day food reviews, it'll probably stick next season. I will be honest. It will be back in due course. I don't eat the bloody whole thing. I have slimmed down. I have been working hard behind the scenes, eating healthy, losing weight. Happy with this. Not can't afford BEK, mate. If Forest want him, it's £100 million, no less. I'm not having none of this 50 million quid malarkey, mate. 100 million quid just because it's them. Let's be fair. Need to keep the away day food reviews. I do. I need to find some different places, to be fair, to do them, though, with some of the grounds. I know I covered quite a bit in the Championship last time, but yeah, it's exciting times. There he is. Like the aura. I just, that guy brings aura. You know what I'm saying? The Spanish aura. Catalan. You know what I'm saying? That guy brings the Johan Cruyff sort of approach. You know what I'm saying? He's very much. Someone said he's like he learned a lot from Johan Cruyff's style of football when watching him. He's a fan of Barcelona, and this is the philosophy he's got. When you talk to QPR fans, they talk about the Johan Cruyff persona. Some say he's that type of coach. He wants to learn and do new things and all that. What a beautiful man. I mean, mate, if I could dress like that, fantastic. If you could pick a realistic signing for the club, well, who would you pick? Striker, I think it's got to be 25 and under, to be fair. We can't keep going for these 20, 29-year-olds, 30-year-olds. We can't keep spending big wages. It's going to be hard to get a striker in, though, isn't it? But hopefully Marti's got his contacts from Ajax or something. Do you know what I mean? Like someone who's coming through the academy who's a young striker. Marti has said he will bring joyful football to the football club. Exactly. Everyone excited for the interview? Yeah, I'm excited. He does speak good English as well. Jack Whistle at the back post. You know what? I did say he was coming. I wasn't lying. I did break it and said that they'd agreed a deal with Marti Cifuentes before Rob Dorset did come out with it. And I said it were done. And it is. It was just a visa that we're going with it. And yeah, 2-year deal with an option, which is the 3-year deal in prospect. And yeah, it's fantastic. Rob Dorset says he is expecting a 9-point deduction. Mate, 9 points is 9 points. 9 points will probably go and still win us the title next year. Do you know what I'm saying? Mate, if it's 9 points, we'll take it. It's 6 points less than I thought it'd be, or even more, even less. Let's be fair. I thought the EFL would slap a 30-point deduction on us. Let's be honest, but it is what it is, boys. We learn, we grow, we get behind the manager. Jack works at the passport office. For those that don't know, mate, I was handing him his visa, mate, as we were agreeing the deal. Do you get what I'm saying? I was there. I said, make sure this all resolved. I was pushing it through, mate. You know what I'm saying? I was there spectating, and I was handing in words of wisdom. Let's be fair. I said, come on, we need to get this sorted. No, I wasn't. I'd get kicked out. They'd say, what are you doing here, Whistle? You don't work here. It's Cifuentes bringing his own backroom staff. He is. He's bringing in some calm and collective coach, by the way, Xavi Calm. Staff since the appointment as the new fan. I think he'll keep Andy King, though. I very much think he'll keep Andy King. Andy King, if he can learn under Cifuentes, but he can also pass on a lot of experience being at Leicester City and what the club's about and that. And, we love babyface Jack, mate, honestly. When I grow it back, mate, do you know what? When it's hot weather, you bloody don't all sweat, mate. It goes into your beard and that. And it's like, oh. Do you know what, though? I had my double chin, really. Joking. Excited by the appointment. I'm excited by it. I really am excited by it. I think he can bring something different. Vamos Cifuentes. Let me try and translate this in Spanish. Where is it? Someone sent me it earlier. They said, Jack, how do I tell you what I'm going to do? Bienvenido, Marti Cifuentes. Bienvenido, Marti Cifuentes. It means welcome, Marti Cifuentes. Bienvenido, Marti Cifuentes. Bloody hell, I can't. I'm going to have to learn Spanish on at some point. Bienvenido, Marti Cifuentes. Yeah, excited about the appointment. Roll versus Cifuentes first game. Vamos. 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 Do you know what? It's fantastic. I'm having to learn bloody Spanish as I'm sat here, to be honest. Hola. Hola. Bloody getting into the Spanish rhythm now. That's hello in Spanish, by the way. Hola. I've learned Spanish. Let's be fair. I have tried learning a few bits. Yeah. Ejecido Azul de Marti Cifuentes. It basically means Marti Cifuentes is Blue Army. If you know, you know. Jack, start taking Spanish lessons, man. I'm going to have to. Excellent pronunciation. Hola. Hola, amigo. Hello. Yeah. Now, let's get moving some crap iron quality. Saludos to Costa Rica. I don't even know what that means, to be fair. I'm trying to bloody wing this. Greetings from Costa Rica. Greetings from the UK. Sorry, mate. I just don't understand the whole translation thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'll get there. What does the Blue Tinted Glasses podcast think of the appointment? I'm not sure. Jack, start taking Spanish lessons, mate. I think I'm going to have to keep trying for this, aren't I? Looking forward to a Nils analysis on Big 7. Yeah. Hello from Costa Rica, it means. Yeah. I'm going to have to bloody learn Spanish and go from there. But let's have a look what Rob Tanner has had to say then. My good mate Rob Tanner. Hopefully we'll get him on the channel soon. Marti Cifuentes. He came from sunny Spain to live on Saffron Lane. There it is. Leicester appoint Marti Cifuentes. Yeah, good appointment in my opinion. He's to replace Ruud van Nistelrooy. Cifuentes was placed on gardening leave, and yeah, Leicester parted company with Ruud van Nistelrooy in June. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I bloody crashed my phone. Not good. It's on about 2%, by the way. But yeah, we will come and analyse it at some point. Hopefully, we will analyse it. If you go back on my other videos, there is an analysis what I did on Marti Cifuentes. I'll give you the lowdown on the style of football and that. Welcome, Jordy. I'm so buzzing for this. Marti Cifuentes is having a party. Bring your Marti and your Cardi. I've seen what you've done there. Lou, I've seen what you've done there, mate. Bring your Marti and your Cardi. Mate, honestly, it's bring your Marti and your Cardi because Martini. Tell you what, though, what do you reckon? If we keep a clean sheet, do you reckon we'll get like paella or tapas or something like that? What do you reckon? Do you reckon we'll land out like... I mean, there's a lot of people saying we'll get our Spanish flags ready for like the first away game of the season, which is Huddersfield in the Cup. So Preston away be good. But I know it's getting a bit carried away, but we'll see. We will see what happens. If anyone wants to come on and have a chat, feel free. We will get you on. So if anyone wants to come and give me your lowdown on Marti Cifuentes, click the link and we will chat. As reported, Marti Cifuentes 3-year deal, good appointment for both parties. He will almost certainly have to sell before he can buy, but he will enjoy working with the depth of the talent in the Leicester squad. This is what I say regarding the young players. So, yeah, it's one that we could very much work with. Really excited about this appointment. Clear parallels to Enzo's style, which should ultimately work in the Championship. Ricardo and Wint's connection should return. Constant rotations in the attacking phase, which will suit this youth Leicester side. Exciting times. Yeah, Catalonian flags, honestly. Yeah, Geordie, big up, mate. Welcome to the final whistle, mate. If you're new around here, been be sure to subscribe, mate. We will try and do constant content on different things at Leicester City, and don't know, we might even make it your second club. What do you reckon? If it ain't your first club. Hi, Jack. I know some Spanish phrases and hope you're doing well. I'm very good. I'm excited, actually. Do you know what? We just need to get behind him. Andy King is expected to continue his role as the first team head coach as Leicester City after Marti Cifuentes. Obviously, a popular figure at the club. He's done a great job these first 2 weeks. So Andy King is expected to stay amongst the coaching staff, is what's being read. And yeah, he's
looking forward to start to work with the guys, to meet everyone at the club, and especially looking forward to start to train and experience what is this club about.
And what are you bringing to Leicester City?
Hopefully we're going to bring a lot of joyful football, attractive attacking football, and as well.
Tell you what, if I can say that.
Everyone from the young, more experience, and try to.
That's what he's saying.
The main target, which will be obviously to be back where this club belongs.
And what's your message to the Blue Army?
Looking forward to meet them. Looking forward to feel their support, and obviously, hopefully, we can deliver for them good performances and a football that they will enjoy.
Do you want to know the most randomest?
Someone go about bloody Enzo Maresca there. I don't know why. That's brilliant news about King and mate. Did everyone hear what he said about everything, by the way? Dave, how are we, mate? Hope you're well. I hope he sounds right. Rihanna Cole. He's one that's been linked with Leicester, by the way. Rihanna Cole. Very good youngster. I think he's 20 years old, I believe. And I think he's one that's going to get very much better and better, to be fair. And maybe Elias Chair might be one that we actually look at. Maybe. It all depends who we sell and who we buy. I think that's the first thing that he's got to get in the plan of the process. I think it's where this week will be about with him looking at what he's got, who will be in the Marti Cifuentes' Leicester side, which players he can develop, because I think the players will very much get on board with this, by the way. I heard every single word of Marti Cifuentes is going to be a good season. Do you know what? I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to what Cifuentes has got. Let's be fair. He said he's looking forward to meeting the fans and building that relationship. Hi, Jack. This is good news after a long time. Exactly that. Guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed this stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you haven't subscribed already. Please give me 3 words of what your thoughts are on the appointment of Marti Cifuentes. Give me 3 words, your best 3 words, and we will share them with the chat, of course. And yeah, we'll go and we will chat about it as always. Can we get playoffs with a 9-point deduction? Clibbo, come in, Clibbo. Actually, I want to chat to you about it, actually, mate. Rob Tanner, Rob Dorset, the same. We're going to get an annoying point deduction. Hi, Jack. Finally, it's official. I feel somewhat positive. Exactly. Amazing, enjoyable, fantastic. Hi, Jack. Finally, yes. Reese, if you want to come in, mate, the link is in the chat. So if you want to come and have a chat with me, feel free, boys. We do like to have you on. We might even acquire you to come and join us at the final whistle, to be fair. What do you reckon? Should we get you and Clibbo to come and do some stuff with me? When I make games, you two can go and do a watch along together. Now that's the time for us to all get behind the manager and the players. Have you seen the El Canoes Forest Leagues? I have. I've not read much into it. Renovating my house currently, sorry. That's all right, mate. Well, Pistol League went 9-point deduction. Took long enough, yeah. Barca, Ajax, Joy, yeah. Evening, Reese. Hope you're good, mate. I'm on Leicester till I die in 15 minutes, mate. We'll be on soon, though. We'll be on still I die in 15. Reese, can you not come on for like 5 minutes on here before you actually join, Chris? I'll let you actually go at 7 o'clock, by the way. I just want to get your little thoughts on it, of everything. Now it's time for us to get behind the manager, the players, and bring... Exactly. It's about bringing it through, getting everything sorted. Forest tax on Bilal El Khanous, an extra 25% franking, mate. It's 100 million quid, mate, plus a 25% sell-on clause. Do you know what I mean? For some reason, it's blocked me on this site. Has it? Why? No one's even blocked you, though. That's the thing. If Bilal El Khanous goes to the OPs, that's weird. Hopefully, the club can try and repair the disconnect with the fans. Exactly. The club have got a lot of questions that need to be answered. Let's be fair. Let's sue them. Do you know what? That's what we should do. You know, when they come calling for Bilal, we should write to the Premier League and say, we're not having this. They're tapping him up. We're not having this. Just say they've already started tapping him up. He's not got a release clause. Man's tapping us up. And if they say what? And say, well, you lot are doing it with Morgan Gibbs White. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you know it's 100 million quid for Forest? Let's be fair in there. 25% sell-on clause. We're not having it. You know how the club will try and get the fans back on side. Free beer and cake. I mean, I'll take the water, mate. I don't know about a cake. It might add me on the waistline a bit, but hopefully this is the start of a new era. It's the Cifuentes era, mate. The Marti party is getting started. Let's be fair. We can't really keep bloody throwing all these things up. Like, keep calm. Keep calm. And Marti and party on. Well, party with an I at the end and not a Y, by the way. Keep calm and join the Marti party. That's what I'd say anyway, but we'll see. But yeah, hit our like button for me, guys, if you just join in. If you enjoyed the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you haven't subscribed already. Would really appreciate it. Really appreciate the chat for everyone that is joining. How much is it of a difference do you think 9 points will make? Not a lot. I think with the squad we've got, mate, I think we'll make that up quite easily. The championship is difficult. It's going to be tough. You know what it's like. They want to get fans back on side, make the new shirts like 30 quid for adults and 25 quid would be a start. Well, do you know what, right? That bloody second kit, it reminds me of the bloody Matrix. It does. It reminds me of the bloody Matrix. We've gone from bloody, what is it? What's that bloody thing? What I was on about the other week. I was on about Summit because someone were on about something to me the other day about it. And there was on about how different things about what is actually going on. So, I don't know. These kits are different. Jaden Navy. It reminds me of the bloody Matrix, mate. I'll be honest. I mean, that bloody pre-match shirt, Jesus Christ. I mean, someone said it looks like a Witherspoon's thing. But the thing is, it looks very much different, doesn't it? That pre-match shirt. Someone was on about that to me the other week. I'd like put it up on Twitter. Let me try and find it. I put it up on, and someone commented the other week. I'm just trying to find it. Where is it? Tenable, that's it. That's what my thinking was. Tenable. We've got a Tenable bloody pre-match kit. And then we've got a bloody Matrix away kit. It's crazy. I want to know what the third kit looks like. You know what I mean? Probably strawberries and cream or something like that. Apparently it's a more fluorescent pink. That's what the third kit is. I ain't getting away with that KBG on it. Well, you can have it plain, can't you, if you want to? I just don't think you have to have the sponsor. I think you can have it without. Have the new kits been revealed? Well, they've been speculated out there. They've been rumoured. I think we'll hear more on the kit. Marti Party's blue and white army. I hate the pink, mate. That's the goalkeeping kit, from what I read today. I need to go back to Classic Walker sponsor. Exactly. Mate, you got to keep it simple, ain't you? You got to keep it real. Like Ian Beale. You know, but it is what it is. And there's not much more we can probably say on the matter. But, yeah, Cifuentes appointed. We are going to come off. Really appreciate everyone coming on. Appreciate it. Chat. Big up. And welcome to the Marti Cifuentes era. Like I say, hit the like button if you enjoyed the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next one. Big up, Blue Army. Marti Party's getting started.